are two basic principles in all of candy making. One or the other applies to every recipe you're going to use. The first is getting comfortable with chocolate, how to temper chocolate, what the various flavors are like, and how the various flavors work with each other and in the recipes that you choose. The second basic principle is working with sugar. A lot of people see the various degrees of sugar like caramelizing, making toffee, making brittles, and they kind of freak out because they don't understand what's a hard crack stage, what is a softball stage. So today we're going to actually show you the various stages of sugar that are caused by the various temperatures as we go up the scale. It's really quite simple, it's not rocket science, and once you see it in action, you will get very comfortable when you try it yourself. After this video, I recommend that you take an hour, do this entire test yourself, follow along, and once you've done that, you'll be good to go. I'm Lynn, your gourmet candy maker, welcoming you to the Gourmet Candy Maker lesson. The tools and ingredients you'll need for your sugar test are 1.5 cups sugar, just white granulated sugar, 3/4 cup plain water, a wooden spoon to stir your sugar-water combination just in the beginning, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes, and a candy thermometer. You'll also need a heavy bottom saucepan because we want to cook our sugar as high as we can, as quickly as we can, and the heavier the bottom of the saucepan, the better. So with that, we'll begin. The method we're going to use for testing is the cold water drop method. We're going to reach the temperature that we want in our sugar base and then drop a spoonful in a small bowl of water and we'll see what it does. So I'm using my wooden spoon because this ingredient will get very hot, but once I start seeing it boil, the spoon comes out and I don't stir it anymore. Reason for that is with agitation, you risk the chance of the sugar crystallizing again, and we want to avoid any opportunity of crystallization during this process. At about 198 degrees to 200 degrees, your sugar will begin to boil, and with that, we remove our wooden spoon and just let it do what it's going to do. And my first stage is going to be called the thread stage, and it is at about 234 degrees. Okay, now we're at 234.1. We're going to take a tablespoonful of sugar and we'll just transfer it over here to our demo area and let it cool in the tablespoon. This is called the thread stage. Okay, our next stage is 239, which is the soft ball stage, and we're going to do this in water. I'm going to take 2 nice big tablespoons so that we get a nice amount to work with, and just put that right in our water. And then the next stage is 250. So again, I'm going to take 2 big tablespoons of sugar. At 265, we are at the firm ball stage. Okay, 313. We've cooked our sugar all the way to the caramel state, and we have the various stages right here in front of us. So I just want to show you with my fingers what each stage looks like. This is considered the thread stage. We took the sugar up to about 234 degrees. You'll see that it's just real gooey. You can make nice threads with it. There's nothing hard about it. Very sticky. It's just several levels beyond the syrup stage. The next stage is we took the sugar up to 239 degrees, and you can see this is called the soft ball stage. And it's just that. You can form a nice little ball. It'll hold its shape for just a few seconds in my hands. But it's very soft, and again, a little firmer than the other one, but it's really quite sticky. The next stage is the medium ball stage, which is, we took the sugar up to 250 degrees. It's firmer yet. When we form our ball, I'm getting quite a bit of resistance. You can see that I'm able to make a nice little shape. It's holding its shape very well. So that is considered our medium ball stage. And then the next stage is our firm ball stage, which I can pick this up and you think it's solid. It is solid, but you think it's hard. It's not. It's, I can squeeze this between my fingers and shape it into another shape. So it's very firm, but does have a degree of give. And once I put it in a shape, it's not going to move. The third to last stage is considered the soft crack stage, which is this, which again, it's very, very firm, and it's not malleable, but I can actually very slowly bend it. But if I tried to bend it really fast, it would actually break. So there is some pliability to it, but it is really, really hard. You can see how this is bending, but it's very solid. This temperature was, we took our sugar up to 313 degrees, and this is considered the hard crack stage. It's very crystally. It almost feels like glass. If I break it, it just comes apart. Very sharp with zero pliability. This will not bend, it will just shatter. So that is your hard crack stage. The final stage is the caramel stage, and you can see the various degrees of browning that the sugar began to experience. Let's see what happens when we break this. Let's see if we can get an interesting crack to it. Oh yeah, check it out. So this almost looks like glass. This is great to use for decorations. You can make this as thin as threads. Some chocolatiers and candy makers will actually spin this and create a beautiful design over their creation. So again, see how this all just completely shattered? So this is the hard crack moving to the caramel stage. So there you have it. I encourage you to, again, take an hour, get your sugar and your water together, get a few spoons, a little bowl of water, and experiment. It's really quite fun, and I promise you, you'll get comfortable with working with sugar, and you'll have not a care in the world. I'm Lynn, your gourmet candy maker. Until next time, bye for now. The Gourmet Candy Maker would like to give you a gift, a complete video series on the most frequently asked questions about gourmet candy making. Go to www.gourmetcandymaker.com and download your series absolutely free.